Welcome to News Star, information and news for the young minds. I sincerely hope that you are liking our news updates and information video. Welcome to episode 3. Do watch our India-Nepal special coverage in a double role Q&A format by clicking the link above. We will be covering news items that appeared in popular Indian newspapers and portals between June 14 to June 20. PIO makes history in US Military Academy. Let us start with the good news. A 23-year-old person of Indian origin, Second Lieutenant Anmol Narang, became the first female Sikh to pass out from US Military Academy. US Military Academy offers a prestigious 4-year program to educate and train officers for the United States Army. Nepal, on whose side? India and Nepal always have deep social, cultural and religious ties. For the second time in 5 years, after the 2015 blockade, India-Nepal relationship is in crisis. Nepal has protested to a road built by India crossing through Kalapani, which is considered as a disputed territory. Nepal has now officially amended its map to include a large chunk of Indian land even beyond the disputed area. India-China, violence amid peace talks. As we had seen in last few weeks, India-China border tensions were high but being solved through peaceful talks. But in an unexpected aggression, China attacked hundreds of Indian soldiers in Galwan Valley and India saw 20 martyrs. Indian PM Narendra Modi has announced to give a befitting reply to the provocations. The situation is very tensed at the borders around Galwan Valley now. It's the worst clash in last 53 years after claiming that China had succeeded in containing corona infections. Fresh cases started to emerge in various parts of China, especially in the district of Beijing, where more than 200 were found positive last week. China raised its emergency warning to the second highest level and cancelled 1,200 daily flights to Beijing. More than 2 lakh tests were conducted, while the entire world is taking note and fearing a second wave. China on Friday announced that infection rate drastically came down. Increasing number of COVID cases in Indian metros. Mumbai, Delhi and Chennai alone are having about quarter of infections in India. The rates are exponentially increasing. Delhi's cases shot up so alarmingly in the last week that the central government had to intervene at execution levels to ramp up testing and enhancing hospital beds. Chennai announced another round of lockdown from June 19th. Rising cases in India has become a matter of concern as India is now short of becoming third highest infected countries in the world. Draft guidelines for online schooling. After Karnataka putting a ban on online studies, central government has proposed a draft plan providing guidelines for online schooling. Key items in the draft including cap of 2 hours per day. Policy will be shortly out. Sushant Singh Rajput, a star is lost. Hindi film actor Sushant Singh Rajput, aged 34, committed suicide in his house. He was said to be suffering from depression from the past 6 months, with many actors now coming out in open dark side of Bollywood of favoritism, bullying, groupism is emerging. The actor's death is turning out to be another type of Me Too movement. Supreme Court creates record. Indian Supreme Court emerges global leader in online court hearings. During lockdown, it has managed 5,000 cases in 50 days and delivered 100 judgments. It is a record of sorts. Screen time in India up. Daily average screen time of Indian moved up by additional 2 hours with online schooling, entertainment and screening. Now on an average 5 hours out of say 26 hours we are awake, goes on phones or TVs or laptops. It is a massive increase as the country largely stayed at home due to COVID. Sunday, June 21st is a special day. It is witnessing a solar eclipse that will be visible from India and also celebrating World Yoga Day. Be careful in watching the solar eclipse and always practice yoga. That's all as the weekly news update for the week. Drop your comments and subscribe to the channel. Have a great week ahead.